they pull up the mix up. They pull up back when what? No shot him, man. No shot him. No shot him, man. Yo. You catch you right? Huh? Yo. Don't see him there, man. What? Don't come in me heart. Shanka, I better see you get gun. Fuck you, boy, about it. Pussy, you don't have no gun. Pussy, I'll tell the boy if go batty boy. I come in me heart, I come fight the girl. Pussy. Me and our friend Bucky boy, me and with your friend go suck when you pussy. Why are we dead, Shanka? Pussy. You can't kill me, are you ready? Go suck to the mother. Pussy, you don't have gun. No man, don't sir.
Welcome to Crime Time News and Entertainment with a Buzz. The video that you just saw is a perfect example of what happens in Jamaica. And that Jamaica seems to be the only place on Master God Earth in which people hear gunshots instead of taking with themselves, well, depending on the circumstance. They are more drawn to it. It is like a magnetic force that brings them together. Jamaica is the place, the perfect reflection. It is the big TikTok. What we see is these youths that love this badness culture. Even when their life is in imminent danger, they just seem to go towards it more and more. And this is what we see taking place on TikTok on a smaller scale. Well, not a smaller scale because these badman fish talkers, they are getting carried away. So this video in some rural community, it looks, we see that some people are proved them badness. And this is what makes a whole bunch of people lose their life. Hype, trying to show and prove that you are better than this one, better than that one. And it is only when people that are seriously involved show exactly what they can do and show you that maybe you are not as bad as you think you are or smell. And then people end up losing their life. That is what we see in a Jamaica. It is like fishing in a bucket. The enemy and the enemy live so close together. The enemy knows where the enemy lives, knows family. Enemies were once friends turn enemy. So it is easy as 1, 2, 3 for them to find each other and take away each other because it is not as if they can hide. Everybody knows everybody's secret, everybody's business. Like I said, it is like fishing in a bucket. Badness for Dummies 101. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called, it seems as if you don't know the criminals different from the police. With the exception of a badge, legal firearm versus illegal firearm. The same can be said about an officer that works with the narcotics division. His name is Neil Williams. Based on the information, it is said that Mr. Williams met a young girl under the age of 16 on social media. Maybe he met her in person and they exchanged numbers and he was contacting her, communicating through social media, WhatsApp to be specific. It is said that this man was grooming the little girl, making all sorts of monetary promises. This is from about 2023, that last year. Based on information, it is said that they made plans and they met in Ocho Rios, where she said she wanted some money to buy some clothes for the Christmas. However, it seems as if he made some sorts of fair or unfair exchange, the fact that he is a petty and the fact that she is a little pitney. It is said that when they met to exchange the money, he wanted some SEX in return for that cash. Based on the information, it is said that while they were in the act, I guess they were close to the family's house in his car. doing all sorts of inappropriate stuff that a big man, grey tone, long seed, grey balls man, and a little picnic are not supposed to be doing. Unfortunately for him, fortunately for us, fortunately for that little girl, one of her family members was passing and saw them in the act. That was when they raised an alarm. That was when they went to the police station and they filed a report against this man, and he was charged for sexual grooming, touching up a person under the age of 16-year-old. He was taken in for questioning in the presence of his lawyer. The question and answer session led to him being identified and then officially arrested. Now, people, I don't even understand how a man, big man, could even be attracted to, well, I should not be surprised because it is not as if it is something strange that has been going on in Jamaica. It has been going on for decades. It is just because of the advent of social media why a lot more persons are being exposed. Well, not really. People just used to sweep it under the rug. So bad enough, you as a big man, I talked to a little picnic. I am sure that you must have asked the age, or you must have realized how young she was based on pictures that you probably saw on her profile. You still left from where you are in a Kingston, meet up at Ochi, exchange number, and then jump over this little girl's fence. Even if she say yes, she is not of consenting age, so therefore it makes it very illegal. And you as a police officer should have known better. And people, that is why I said you cannot tell the average criminal different from the police, speaking in general terms, because you and I know that you have good people, you have good police, you have bad people, you have bad police. So it seems as if this is one of the bad police. Just imagine him working in narcotics, if he's dishonest, if he's a scumbag as it pertains to little Pitney, we can all assume that he was hustling on the job, meaning thieving stuff, taking stuff that does not belong to him. Like a lot of police that works in narcotics or traffic enforcement, they are there for the hustling. However, it seems as if the hustling and the money that he made, he was using it to bribe people, groom a little Pitney, and it caught up to him, like them say. Every day that the bucket goes to the well, one day the bottom is going to fall out. Such is the case as it pertains to this, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called 6 o'clock in the morning, when the gunman them in a bed with them darling, the police are walk with them tall thing. Based on some information, it is said that the po shot them and all them. The police went on a special operation looking for at least one of the suspects that was named, pointed out, fingered in the takeaway of BUSSHEAD, 41 BUSSHEAD in a Montego Bay. Based on what the police said, when they entered the premises, they came under immense fire. You know the cliche script already. Them wheel and pop off, blaze up some can upon the people. After the smoke clear, at least 3 of those men were seen clutching for their lives, clutching on some sorts of tool. However, too late was the call. They were turtle rushed to the hospital. Pretty much them DEAD upon the spots. Now, people, when I did videos about Naya and I did video about 41 BUSSHEAD, I made it very clear that the police have a division that is called cyber. The cyber division watches everything that is going on social media, monitors the good, bad, the ugly, and the indifference. They take note of everything. They can then track back through these social media platforms where that was sent from the IP address such and such, and then they can locate people. They also communicate through their hotline, which is 311, and the other rest of them that I don't know off the bat. People send them information. You know, say other person involved in a Naya takeaway. You know, say that person involved in a 41 BUSSHEAD takeaway. Because the truth and the fact is that, and not to say that it would have been justified, a lot of these criminal elements, they are parasites. There is no sorts of symbiotic relationship with them and the residents in most of the community garrisons in which they live. So them just take them broke in a mama and papa shop. They are not playing any sorts of Robin Hood character. So therefore they don't go out and steal from the rich and come back and give to the poor. No, they are parasite outside and internally in the community. So most of the time, the only people that like them are the persons that are the beneficiary, meaning their sketelina or their dependent mother or family members. So therefore, people are always willing to give information in a place that is known as the epicenter of no informer. Luckily for the Popo, it seems as if they got some good information, intelligence, and they acted on that early 6 o'clock in the morning when the man them in a bed with them darling. The police them a roll with the tall thing, meaning legal tall up. So people, like I've always said, once these persons are actually involved, suspect person of interest in the company of suspect person of interest, what if them blaze up after the police, what if them get caught with any sorts of tool, they just slip and slide into the afterlife, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.